Hey, greetings, YouTube land. All right, we're gonna start going. We're gonna get going here in just a little bit. I do want to show you one thing. I was looking at futures last night, and I found this level. This level actually says 483.07. This level actually goes back to January of 2024. So I found this on futures, and I kind of figured we'd get down to this level at some point today. 483.07. But at the same time, I didn't know when we were going to get there, but apparently we got there right around open this morning. 483.07. Right around 4 o'clock this morning. Pretty wide range, big range as far as pre-market. 16 bucks, 15, 16. That's huge. That's huge. We're gonna lay some lines down here in just a little bit as soon as I get on with my Discord group. But this is just this is how we trade every single day, folks. We go generally from 9 o'clock in the morning until we're done at 4 o'clock. So when the market closes, and then for a couple minutes after that, we also do trade reviews every single night at 7 o'clock Eastern time. So we talk about the trading day and, you know, the plays that were there during the trading day, whether I took those trades or not. We talk about all the different setups. But yeah, just changing a few things around. That way I can share this chart right here and nothing else shows up on the YouTube live. Okay, getting ready to start out, get with my group. I'm going to start that real quick. And we start that directly at 9 o'clock. So 25 seconds from now, we will go live, and I'll share my screen with everybody. So yeah, we got the 1 minute, we've got the 5 minutes, 30-minute way down here. Then looking at a couple other tickers also. So again, getting ready to start that in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And again, right at 9 o'clock. There we go. Hey, good morning, everyone. What is going on? Open that chat box so we can get ready to go, folks. Getting ready to go. All right. Hey, good morning, Chris. Good morning, Big Bass. What is going on? Hope you're doing well, though, this morning. Yeah, obviously you're seeing the market in free fall again, so it's just tanking. Futures gave us a level that 483.07. I haven't shared the screen yet, so let me do that right now. And there it is. Okay, all right. Buy the dip. This is, yeah, don't buy the dip. Don't buy the dip. No, we don't know when the dip is over. Stand by, please. Yo, what's up, brother? Okay. Hey, Lighty. Good morning. What is happening? So, guys, we are on YouTube Live this morning. So we are broadcasting to however many people are going to join us on YouTube Live. Good morning, Alan. What is happening? Stand by, folks. You what? Hey, Ron. The job doesn't start till tomorrow. I'm I'm 100% serious. I told the ladies in the office that on Thursday or Friday. Yeah, it's tomorrow. It's tomorrow. It's not today. Yep. Yep, it's tomorrow. Okay. All right, bye. All right. Hey, good morning, Matt. What's up, Matt? Good morning, Lenny, Dinah. Good morning, Timothy. Premium on SPY. Yeah, so SPX is going to be crazy, crazy. We're going to see crazy, crazy IV, implied volatility, again today, guys. It's going to be absolutely insane. But hey, it just is what it is. Good morning, Joe. Yeah, we had crazy volatility on Friday. We're going to have crazy volatility today. We had really, really good setups on Friday. We're probably going to have some really, really good setups today. I just got a message from one of our folks, and hey, good morning, Sailor Skull. And he said, this is Black Monday, 1987. I don't know. It could be. I mean, you know, we've fallen, you know, pretty far over the last, you know, several weeks. February 20th was the day that they started talking about tariffs. So, yeah. Yeah, anyway, we're going to set some levels here in just a few minutes. Good morning, Inez. Good to see you this morning. And again, folks, we are on YouTube Live this morning, so we're going to be doing that also. Give everybody just a little taste of what we do in the 920 room, in the 920 Discord. So, yeah, it's live trading. So, 9 o'clock every single morning until the market closes. And this is what we do. This is what we do. Haven't set any levels as of yet, folks. If you guys can see my chart right now, you look at this level, 483.07. Where's that? Do you know how far back we got to go to get that level? And I set this level last night. Do you know how far back that is? That's to the group. If you're in the chat last night, the Sunday morning, kind of that pre-week, you'll see how far back we go to get that 483.07. Good morning, D-Dog. What is up? Is audio working? Can you hear me now? Matt, can you hear me now? Can anybody else hear me? Sailor, can you hear me? I see my name lighting up, so you guys should be able to hear. Okay, very good, very good. Okay, so this level that we're looking at right now, 483.07, that is from. Okay, very good, very good. Good morning, Donna. That level is from January 31st, 2024. That's how far we've fallen, folks. Again, yeah, that's insane. So before that, before January 31st, right around, I think it was like the 16th of January 2024. Good morning, Jay Bull. Our all-time high on SPY was 479.98, and we got that level, let me see, early January 2022, and then it took us 2 years to get back to that level. So we're really, really close to where we were. Well, I mean, that 483.07, that's from January, the end of January 2024. But yeah, that 479.98 was all-time high for 2 years. So, and then we finally pushed through. And now it's, you know, you can call it what you want. Call it a market correction, whatever you want to call it. It is what it is, folks. So, again, we got that pre-market low 483.07. It's just a little bit, actually a little bit lower than that. So we can, so it's 482.96. So we're going to put that in there for, going to go down to 96. And we're going to call that pre-market low. If we get through that level, folks, yeah, bad news for the Yankees. If you guys get the reference, it's kind of cool. All right, pre-market high. I don't know if these levels are really necessarily going to matter today, folks. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. So we got 498.90. That's pre-market high. Then we're going to look at we got 30. Again, this is a big demand zone down there at 482.96. It is just a massive demand zone. These are your 30-minute levels right here, folks. This is again, this is crazy, but it is what it is. Okay, so we've got the Friday's low. Let's see, 506. So now we're just setting some levels based on 30-minute zones. I'm setting those right now. Call those supply zones up top. I mean, if we really get to cooking today, well, I don't know. I have no earthly idea. Really looking at back to the downside. Let's look at this daily. Oh my goodness. Okay, so here's those levels going back. Pre-market low. Yeah, there it is right there. January 31st. Good morning, Jason. What's going on? RDT Rick, man, it's good to see you. It's really good to see you. And again, folks, we're on YouTube Live this morning, broadcasting to whomever. Good morning, Kyle. Guys, let's look at this candle right here. This candle at 9 o'clock this morning. Look at that candle. That's a $3 candle. Is that right? 94, 94.25, 96 is a $2 candle. So the candle at, yeah, 9 o'clock. I was thinking it was 3. 93.20. Oh, is that right? That's on the 5-minute. Okay. Yeah, that's what I was looking at. Makes a difference. Anyway, that's a, let me see, we got a double cross to the downside, 94.27, $96.80. That's a big candle, folks. We don't want to take a, generally speaking, we don't want to take a position on a $1.80 candle, only because you're going to get smashed. You missed a lot, Rick, you did, but nevertheless, I mean, volatility has been crazy, crazy, crazy. We're going to see the same thing today with crazy high volatility. So yeah, crazy, crazy, craziness. But it is what it is, folks. It is what it is. Peter, JW, good morning. Hype Trades, what is up? Vic's still hanging around. Yeah, again, folks, you know, I said it in the, you know, we did our little get together last night. I told the group, I said, hey, I'm trading today. I don't care what volatility is. I'm absolutely trading today on good signals and good signals only. Let's look at some 30-minute zones. Man, we're going to call this a 30-minute zone right here. You got a double bottom on that 30 pre-market. I know it's a pre-market level, but nevertheless, we are going to use that. And we got a double business right up here. Okay. Okay, so now we only have, I mean, we still got $16, $15.94, it looks like, pre-market high to pre-market low, which that's a lot. that's that's crazy, crazy, crazy. Look for some levels. We got 5-minute stair steps here, folks. Yeah. Again, we have to find some levels in between here. Again, that's 5-minute stair step. Because if we don't find stair steps, I mean, we can't go, $6 between zones. That's crazy. We could, but it is crazy. Let's go stair step right there. So what we do, folks, everybody out there in YouTube land, we are 920 traders. We harness the power of the 9 and 20 simple moving averages to generate buy and sell signals, but we only take those trades at major levels. What's a major level? Major levels are pre-market high, pre-market low, 30-minute demand zones. Those are 30-minute double bottoms down below, 30-minute double tops up above. Those are called supply zones. Now, because we have such a wide range between our levels, I'm looking for something called a stair step. So these are 5-minute double bottoms. You can see how it kind of stair steps and finds different levels of support and so on and so forth. So we got $2 between these levels right here. That's fine. Anything more than $3 or $4 between levels, and we don't necessarily have. I mean, they're major levels, no question about that. But we want them. We want reasonable levels off of which to take our plays. Hey, good morning, John. What is happening? Good morning, Tom. Good to see you this morning. Full port at open, hold on. I was talking to, hey, Copper, good morning. I was talking to one of our members last night, and he said, I'm buying puts at open, and I'm taking a nap. I mean, that's certainly one way you can do that. I mean, you never know. Never know. Yeah. Full port. Jason, I think you should not do full port, ever. Yeah. Put premium in, yeah. Sell a put and close your eyes. Woo. Yeah, it's a high risk day. The problem with super high volatility, is your contract prices are really high. So you combine that with really big candles. So anything that goes against you goes against your position really hard. So that's all the more reason to, number one, have a specific plan. Number two, follow your specific plan to the T without fail. It is critically important that you do that. Good morning, Seb. Good morning, Delane. Good to see you guys this morning. Good morning, Red. D-Rose in the hizzle. Delane. Killing me. Hey, by the way, thanks for that picture you sent me this morning. That was awesome. AMC calls. Oh, yeah, let's yeet. Let's yeet into AMC. I think we're about 4 years too late. Hey, good morning, Swervy Spider. Good morning. It's really good to see you. Welcome to the group. We're glad you're here. Everybody, welcome Swervy Spider. Brand new to the group. Joined this morning. I think this morning. 4 years too early. Yeah. Shorts haven't covered. Yes, the shorts have covered. Yeah, they have. So, all right, to all the Ooga Booga apes out there. So, Swervy, you can. Oh, there you are. Okay, so you found the text box. And again, thanks for joining. We're glad you're here. Good morning, Harp. Good morning. And again, folks, we are YouTube Live this morning. Hello, Chris. And seriously, Swervy, it's really, really good to see you. How did you hear of us, by the way? Swervy Spider. Hey, Lynn, quick question. What are your lines in your chart labeled pre-market? These are pre-market lines. So the level right here at this level, so we're going to call that 486.96. That's a pre-market 30-minute zone. Let me show you here real quick. And so you see all this action right here at this 30-minute level. That's a 30-minute zone right here. This is a 30-minute zone right here. So it's just a 30-minute level. Oh, you were referred to by a good friend. Oh, sweet. So your good friend is in this group? Heard a lot of good things. And seriously, we're glad you're here. Really, really glad you're here. You're welcome, Lynn. Yes, he is. Well, who is it? Who is it? We want to give props where props are due. Oh, Adrian. Well, I saw Adrian join the group this morning, too. Yep, so, yeah. He should be here. Okay, perfect. Yeah, because I looked back at any message history from Adrian. I didn't have any message history from Adrian either. So seriously, welcome. Glad you guys are here this morning. Hope you find a lot of value in what we do. That's why I sent Adrian a message this morning, and I said, "Yo, Adrian," and I'm sure Adrian got the message. Man, Jason, I appreciate that. I appreciate that very much. And seriously, Swervy Spider, any questions you have, feel free to reach out. The community is very welcoming, so feel free to reach out, ask any questions that you have. All right, and again, YouTube land. This is, we got this nice effective range that we've had since 6:03 this morning. So it's essentially, this stair step right here, 490.84 through 496. So we've got about $6. This is $6 right here. That's massive. That is absolutely massive. $6 between these two levels right here, and 15 or 16, $15.94. Between, from pre-market high to pre-market low. Matt, can you hear me yet? Can you hear me yet? By the way, Matt, how's everything in the Great White North, eh? Canada, eh? Canada, the frozen wasteland. Me and my friend Nantuk. Oh, okay, I got you. The land is cold and deserted. Oh man, J-Bull, I think you get the reference, don't you? You gotta get the reference to the me and my friend Nantuk. Good morning, B-Net. Yes, the contracts are going to be crazy high expensive again today, folks. IV is probably going to be off the charts. I would imagine IV will potentially be more or higher than it was on Friday. Friday was really, really high. 30-minute looks like that. Look at that. Now if we look at this, we can look at it from a weekly standpoint. You can see, the weekly 443. For the uninitiated in YouTube land, let me show you something here real quick. This is called volume profile. This over here on the right is called volume profile. This shows us where the volume has been traded during the trading day. This is so far today. So again, we got that 498.90 all the way down to 482.96. So this is today's volume only. If we look at it from a 2-day standpoint, I have that on the 5-minute. So most of the volume is traded way up here, 512. Maybe we'll get there today. I have no earthly idea. Now, here's how we use this. We use this to anticipate shelves, so support or resistance stuff. When you have a shelf that looks kind of like this, there's a lot of volume at this area. So one of two different things happens. They either defend this area right here, you know, from moving any lower, or once it gets into this area, it can move very, very quickly through that area because there are fewer positions being defended. So again, it's called volume profile. This is where your volume is. This is heavy volume. These are thin volume areas. We can see that on all time frames. On the 30-minute, again, you don't have anything down here other than the volume that's been laid down over the last 2 days. So yeah, that's how we look at it right here. Now we've got about that's for you, Matt, about 6 minutes to go. 6 minutes to go before we light the candle for the day. And then we're going to take trades out of our major levels only. We're looking for crosses at major levels. The preferred, or at least my preferred play, is the double cross to the upside or the downside, depending on where we are on the chart. Double cross to the upside, we open below the 9, close above the 20. That is a double cross. This candle right here at 8:24 this morning, that's a double cross to the upside. So, and again, when we play those off of major levels, they are high probability plays. So that's a double cross to the upside. When you're playing with the trend, double crosses are really, really strong. Again, double cross to the upside right there. This is kind of a double cross to the downside. It really needs to close a little bit lower. At 9 o'clock this morning, the reason why we don't want to take a trade like that is the candle is too big. It's about a $2 candle. Any pullbacks, number one, your volatility is going to increase on a candle like this. So any pullbacks is going to hurt your position. Again, that's a $2 candle. So that's in other words, that's a really, really big candle off of which to take a trade. Anyway, that's my story and I'm sticking to it. Hey, there's Adrian. Good morning, Adrian. So glad you made it in this morning. Welcome to the group. We're glad you're here. So Adrian, how did you hear of us? How did you hear of us? Or about us? Good morning, Leonard. So your friend Swervy Spida says that you invited him, her. But anyway, how did you hear of us? And again, you can see the text box up in the upper right-hand corner. It just looks like a text box. Hey, Leonard. And again, we're doing YouTube Live this morning, folks. So broadcasting to whomever wants to watch the live stream. The beauty of what we're doing today, folks, on YouTube Live is it shows everybody pretty much how we trade in the 920 room. And again, the things that I talk about, folks, these are my opinions and my opinions only. Please take none of what I say as financial advice because it's not. This is, yeah. Hey, what's up? Seb says hi. Hey, good morning, Bill T. Boomer Sooner. Good morning, and go Tigers. Walter, good morning, Walter. All right. I'll probably do YouTube Live for maybe 45 minutes or an hour. 491, then a double cross the downside. Ooh, that would be amazing, wouldn't it? I'll actually that 490. I mean, 490. We have VWAP sitting up there at 493.38. But yeah, double cross to the downside. You know, a little pullback and then a double cross to the downside. Let's make it at a major level. Like to see that, obviously. You got that 492.65 again. You got these areas right in here. What do we have on the economic calendar today, folks? We've got nothing. We've got bupkis. Absolutely nothing. Bupkis. Oh, Adrian is your friend. Okay. Well, thanks, BNet. I appreciate that very much. I am so glad. Hey, Miguel, good morning. When I see that, when I see Adrian 9900, I think of Andre 3000. That's kicking back over 20 years. Good morning, Sam. Sam, we're going SPX today, my friend. All right, folks, down to about a minute and a half. So take a few deep breaths before we get going for the day. Yeah, a few deep breaths. I'm doing it too, Sam. I'm gonna open her up, kind of see what we got going. Man, look at that. That's $2. All right, so that's $2. All right. And again, contracts are going to be expensive today, folks. They will absolutely be. Right down to that 5-minute stair step. We're down to 45 seconds to go, folks. 45 seconds to go. And again, as soon as we get going, folks, found a gap on SPY, 482.67, 119. And thank you, Barry. Barry, good morning. Good to see you. 30 seconds to go, folks. A few deep breaths before we get going for the day. Just relax. And just remember, folks, we're just watching lines on the screen. That's all we're doing. Our job as traders is to execute according to our plan. And our plan must be a written plan. It must be specific, not general. Anyway, folks, we're going to get ready to go here in about 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ding, ding, ding. The market is open, folks. We're going to look for volume, look for massive volume this morning. And there is indeed, in fact, massive, massive volume. Let's see how much more money is going to kind of flow out of the equities and into the fixed income or the bond market. 15, 20 seconds in, folks, we're at 1.5 million shares. Oh. Again, folks, we have a massive gap, up top. I don't know that we're going to fill that gap today. 482.96, and again, for the folks that were on with us last night, and I haven't even looked, Jason, to see what they are, but I'm going to look now. And oh my goodness, contracts are twice as expensive as they were on Friday, guys. Yeah, IV at 130%. Contracts, they're about 4 times more expensive than normal. But it is what it is, folks. The beauty of the high volatility days is you can do very, 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 very well. You can make fortunes are made and fortunes are lost on days like today. No signal for me as of yet, folks. Again, that first can of volume, 2.15 million. If you guys are following the bond market, look at all the money that's flowing into bonds right now, which is absolutely insane, but it is what it is, folks. There's an inverse relationship between the bond market and the equities. When equities start to tank, money flows into the bond market. That's just the reality. It's just how it happens. Bonds are considered safer than the equities, so folks and the big boys, they start taking all their money out of equities. Not all, but a bunch. And yeah. Anyway, you got the POC sitting right here, folks. For the uninitiated, 488.85. Right up here, 489. That's called the POC. That's a point of control. That is the point at which most money has been traded during the trading day. That is the POC right here. We're bouncing off that back to the downside. Again, folks, don't get caught in a position. Make sure that your edge presents itself before you put on the trade. Only you know specifically what your specific edge is. And again, a written trading plan, anything less than a written trading plan, don't do it. 11 spots out of the money to get a reasonable price. Jason, don't do it, my friend. Please, please, please don't go 11 spots out of the money. It looks like it's a good deal. If you do anything today, if you're going to go 11 spots out of the money, please, I mean, you can do well. But consider paper trading today, only because 11 spots out of the money, you're going to get a really, really, really bad delta. That's the rate of change over that first dollar. But I mean, this is a big candle right here. It is $2 candle. Just pushing down. Heck no, even 11 spots is over. Yeah, Ivy is going up. Hey, good morning, Mark. Yeah, and I said last night that I was going to trade this thing today, and I'm going to trade this thing today. I'm going to wait for Ivy to kind of cool off a little bit and wait for a signal. Again, folks, what I'm looking for is I'm looking for a fresh cross. So in other words, a pullback and then a cross back to the downside, preferably on a downtrending day. Higher time frame looks like this. This is the 30-minute, folks. And that pre-market low, we have to go all the way back to January 31st of 2024 to get to those levels. Really wouldn't take a whole lot to kick this thing over the ledge, folks. But yeah, just wait for your edge. Once it presents, folks, that's when you go to town. And again, the things that I say are just my opinion. You can't afford to trade. It is very, very costly, Miguel. It's very, 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 very costly. The problem with trading on a day like today, folks, and again, you may consider paper trading today. I'm not a big fan of paper trading, unless you're trying to figure out how your brokerage works, how to press the buttons per se. I'm a big favor of trading several spots out of the money, inexpensive contracts. We'll get back there, Jason, no question about that. And again, try to get the close below this pre-market low. Pre-market low sitting at, no, that's a pre-market level. Pre-market low is way down here at 482. This is a 30-minute zone right here on this pre-market level, right here, folks. That's a double bottom right there on the 30-minute zone. I like to use 30-minute levels. The higher the time frame, the stronger the level. Market tends to work in 30-minute increments. So that is what I'm looking for. Paper trades usually way off. I'm sitting this one out. No problem with that, Miguel. It's a good day to just to watch. So watch more, trade less. Watch more, trade less, particularly on a day like today. And make a note where you would put on the trades. And always, again, follow your plans. 480 is support from the. I know. I looked at that. I was looking at futures last night, Mark. And this level 482.96, I set that level last night because I kind of thought that that's where we were going to go when I was looking at futures last night. And sure enough, I think I was 11 cents off from the level that I was looking at. Now, if you do paper trade today, here's my recommendation. Trade your normal position size and your normal, if you're trading SPY, trade your normal SPY position size. And the reason for that is, let's say you're like, I'm just going to trade 1,000 SPX contracts. Don't do that. If you're trading 5 or even 1 SPY contract, don't go hog wild just to say, hey, I made $874,000 on SPX today. Yeah. You don't want a false sense of anything. Again, folks, it's all about execution. So if you trade a single SPY contract, trade a single SPY contract on paper. Anyway, still moving down, folks. Again, 5 minute looks like that. 5 a minute looks like that. Once we get past that 485, folks, she's got a lot of room back to the downside. And again, there's blood in the streets, guys. Money's being pulled out. It's not like, I would think a lot of, or some small-time investors and investors are pulling out cash and going to the fixed income market, the bond market. Some may even the money market or money markets, because again, that's really, really safe money. But again, it's just obviously it's just pushing down. I'm looking for 482.96, folks. That's potentially where we stop. 446.59. You had a message that TOS was close to a halt. We were talking about that on Friday. it has to go a specific percentage, either one way or another. I think, what is it, 7% inside, what, 10 minutes or something like that? That's, I mean, but it's bloody, guys. No question about that. Hey, JD, good morning. Good to see you this morning. Hope you had a good weekend. And again, folks, she's pushing down. So if you're in puts right now, number one, the contracts are expensive. Number two, watch out for any kind of pullbacks. Pullbacks will destroy your position. I can't really see volatility going down precipitously. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. I have no earthly idea. Now, let me see what I can find right here from a pivot point standpoint. All right, so here's what we got, folks. We have a midline. So we're going to use that midline. We have S2 down here. Yeah, guys, this is coming right through, folks, right through that midline. I mean, she's bleeding. I mean, obviously, she's been bleeding since February 20th. But yeah, again, folks, below that midline, I got pre-market low of 482.96. 482.96. People on YouTube land are probably wondering, hey, why didn't you put on a trade? Well, specific. I look for something very, 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 very specific. Are there spots to put on a trade? Yep, there are. But I'm looking for a fresh cross at a major level. Why? Well, because that's what my plan calls for. Unless we get a pullback. If we get a 185% implied volatility, guys, that is amongst the highest that I don't know that I've ever seen. I've seen 100, I think 170 on FOMC day in maybe 2022, September of 2022. I believe that's when I saw 170, I think. That spread is ridiculous. Yeah. Let me check it. Good Lord. Wow. Your bid-ask spread, folks, is enough to destroy your position. Any position, guys. That is just insane. Yeah, so, so a pullback. What am I looking for from a pullback standpoint? We can get a pullback to that 20 and then a recapture back to the downside. That's one of those pullbacks. Yeah, the bid-ask spread, when you're talking about $1 between or greater than $1 at a 0.5 delta on the bid-ask spread, you are looking to get punched square in the mouth, folks. Yeah, this is not a day. I mean, we never want to feel like we're gambling out there, folks, but this is potentially a really, really tough day. Sam, I'm kind of seeing the same thing unless I get a really, really strong signal. When you have a bid-ask spread, there's no liquidity. Yeah, and that's the problem. Who's going to take the other side of your trade? You know, I market into my trades and market out of my trades. So, and I trade multiple SPX contracts. So, and so do a bunch of people in the group. So I'm afraid that today would, on the market in and market out. And then if you're trying to limit in, I don't know. You'd have to limit in. Man, it's crazy. But it is what it is, folks. It is what it is. Anyway, the market's going down. So for everybody out in YouTube land, this is what we do every single day. So again, no fresh cross. So no fresh cross means no trade for me. Again, we're looking for a fresh cross at a major level. Again, I know what my expected value is. I know what the EV is every time I put on a trade back to the upside and every time I put on a trade back to the downside. And if people are commenting on the live right now, I'm not watching the live from a comment standpoint. I'm trying to do multiple things at the same time. So I don't know what anybody's writing. Quick scalping looks too dangerous. Now, Santos, hey, good morning. This is madness. This is absolute madness. How are the futures looking, Matt? Lighty, how are the futures looking this morning? I mean, bloody, obviously. But, yeah. Oh yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy there, Kyle. Crazy. All right, here we go. Pre-market low, folks. Oh, guys, we have to go back such a long way. Again, we've destroyed 14 months worth of gains. 14 over 14 months worth of gains in post haste. I mean, very very quickly. Schnell, Schnell. All right, again, let's look for some more levels down here, folks. It's trying to lock up. It'll get there. Back to the 1 minute. All right. Pre-market low. I know we just got that pre-market low, 482.96. We're at 571 last week, folks. 571, and we're way below that now, obviously. Okay, so here's the daily. Look at that massive gap. So what we're going to do, folks, is we're looking for levels. Again, this level, this was January 31st. Whew. Today would have been a good day for futures, as you don't have the, the good thing about futures is you don't have Greeks, and that's the bad thing about futures also. So yeah, there's no Greeks. 477 could be, I mean, I got 477.46. That's another $5 down here. Again, are we going to halt? I don't think we're going to halt. I mean, it takes a big move to halt, guys, and it takes a big move over a short period of time, but it's bloody. I mean, wow. We're down $6 already. We are 14 minutes into the trading day. $6 from open. $6 from open. And again, I just want to get that one trade, whether we trade it or not. I want to walk through a specific trade for everybody out there in YouTube land so they can see specifically how I walk through the entire trade. And again, 5 minute looks like this. Well, there's your 5 minute right there, folks. Right there. All right, so kissing that 9 back to the downside, folks. Look at the heat map. Oh, it's nothing but red. And it's going to be red. It's absolutely going to be red. Whenever you open so far below Friday's close or the previous day's close, it's going to be red. I don't think it's going to turn green today either. I just don't believe it is. So there's that kiss off the 9, folks. And again, everybody out there in YouTube land, here's how we use the 9. The 9 is resistance on the way down. Okay, so you can see how we got some wicks that, we got some candles that wicked above, but we didn't have anything that closed above. So from a safety standpoint, again, this is not financial advice. It's just how I look at it. As long as you're below the 9 when you're in puts, that is where you are safe. When you start breaching the 9 back to the upside, that's when the puts become less safe than they are right now. So we can combine that with both volume profile, so you see this thin volume. So if we breach, look for a candle up to about 485.27. Watch this 27 right up in here. And again, you can use your 1 minute sticks right at that level right there. Okay, so again, you can see that little node right here. Next level up I'm looking for is 486.11. All right, so this is the point right here, folks, where the puts are no longer safe because we're inside the 9 and we're breaking structure right here. So 485.88, 485.88. Now we're going to watch. We're trying to get a double cross to the upside. And again, we kissed off that 20. So if you are looking specifically for a place to get back into this trade, what we need to do is we need to bounce off that 20 back to the downside, recapture that 9. Now, once we get above that 20, that puts are absolutely positively not safe at all. As a matter of fact, probably going all the way up to POC 487.94 POC. And again, that is the point of control point at which most money has traded hands during the trading day today. All right, here we go. Here we go. And again, that last candle, folks, if we look from the bottom, 83.18 to the top, 86.23, almost $3. That's a massive candle. This is an absolute massive, massive, massive candle. And again, looking for POC right in here, folks. Looking for POC. All right. Now, counter trend trade, massive counter trend trade. And again, the thing that we don't want to do, generally speaking, you don't want to take a position on a $3 candle, because a pullback, and you will get a pullback, generally, a pullback will destroy your position and IV necessarily goes down. So yeah, that's just a giant candle right there. And again, going to watch POC right in here, folks, 487.97, 487.97. So we got two things we're looking at. We're looking at these candles right here. We're looking at POC right here. We got VWAP up above, just directly on that 5-minute stair step. And again, not financial advice. What's up, Brandon? Good to see you this morning. And Jason, Deep Blue Rick, what is happening? Cost is, hey, Lionel, good morning. Cost is absolutely bananas this morning. Absolutely bananas. It's crazy. And again, fortunes will be made and lost on days like today, folks. Now, when you see this thin volume above this 489.22, watch for, again, they will defend it. They will either defend that or we'll get big candles if we get a close above that 489.32. And again, we're above. We had 1, 2, 3 candles in a row. We're above that POC. The further you are away from your 9 when you take a position, so at this point, we got the 9 at 85.16. So we're $2, almost $3 away from the 9. The further you are away from the 9, when you take a position, at least from a 920 standpoint, the more the pullback is going to absolutely destroy your position. Spreads are better. Okay, perfect. 1 point we was bid was above ask. Wow. Yeah, I was seeing the bid ask spread to be absolutely insane. And again, there's VWAP right there, folks. Still got yeah. Okay, yeah, so the bid ask spread is much, 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 much better, which is good. That is absolutely good. All right, again, looking at this level right here, folks, looking at that 5-minute, again, it's a 5-minute stair step, and it corresponds to 1-minute candles right here. Again, I'll show you the 5-minute. There is the 5-minute right there. So you got that nice double bottom on the 5 and getting rejected. Higher time frame, again, daily looks like that. 30-minute looks like that. Yeah, look at that long tail. It's a big one. All right, and again, folks, let's see if we can make a believer out of the non-volume profile players out there. 49.29, again, thin volume. If we get a close over this level, I'm expecting big candles back to the upside. Here we go, again, 489.29, 489.29. You can see it. Oh, that's me, Delane. I'm saying that. I was saying that for the YouTube folks. Yep. So it's not just you. It's not just you. That was me, man. All right. Again, watch this level right here. If we get past, if we get a close over this 489.32, watch a big move to the upside. Watch it just go whoop. And again, a close over this level. It's easier to move through these thin volume area, folks. Areas. There it goes. The market taketh, the market giveth away, folks. And again, what we're looking for, let's see, yeah, it's all thin. And again, there's your 5-minute look, folks. There is your 5-minute look. You got a big wick on top of that stick, folks. So they are defending. So again, you see that thin volume area right here. Watch it push up. Emotional control. I told myself not to trade today. Very difficult. What? 4 years to learn this lesson. You know, discipline. Discipline is so very, very important. Tea Society, good morning. Um, yeah, again, you see how fast we move. We got that close. Didn't even get a close up there and had that big wick. But thin volume area through this 5-minute stair step right here, folks. Through the 5-minute stair step. Again, did we break structure here early? We got real close to breaking structure right in here at about 946. Again, these are just big candles right now, folks. These are massive. If you're in a trade, yeah, these are massive candles. Okay, this is not a place to put on a trade, folks. This is absolutely not a place to put on a trade. These are places where you take the trade off the table on big candles. You don't take a position after, you know, you've run up $5 or $6 or $7. You just don't do that. You don't. If anything, you wait for a pullback and wait for your specific your edge to present itself. If you do take a position after a big run like this, and again, these are massive runs. If you do take a position, prepare yourself to kind of get squashed in the play. And again, that's just my opinion, folks. That is my opinion. But once you're in that play, let the market do what the market does. And just watch the lines on the screen, folks. And again, we can look back at this and go, why didn't you put on a trade? Well, number one, volatility is just still crazy, crazy, crazy. And again, level I'm looking for is 496.40, 496.40. That's another $5 up there, folks. $4 or $5. Hey, Tommy, good morning. Looks very V-ish right now, folks. No doubt. Okay, so at this point, calls are safe above 491.86. You see this little shelf right here. So we know we have support, excuse me, at 490.84. But again, we're going to use this shelf as support right there at about 491. You see the shelf right here. We'll use that. And then you got a big nodule right here at about 491.66. So we're going to use both of those things. Now, ultimately, we have support on the 9, but you don't want to let it pull back all the way to the 9 at this point. We want that 9 to push up just a little bit more. And again, close above that 91.89. 91.89. Fidelis had technical issues. I bet they're being crushed with volume. They probably are, Rick. They are probably getting crushed with volume. And again, folks, don't chase. Don't chase. Don't chase. You know, you're not a dog. You don't eat out of a bowl on all fours on the floor. So don't chase. No chasing. And again, we're going to stay on YouTube Live for the duration of this particular trade. I'm not in this trade right now. I didn't see anything. I mean, there were some levels and breach levels, no question about that. But nothing specific. And again, off the bottom, gosh, look at that. 81.93. We're $12 off the bottom. Guys, we are $12 off the bottom. And it's easy to look backwards and say, oh, I would have put on a trade there. Okay, great. But these contracts, your SPY contracts, are basically SPX pricing. Maybe half of SPX. But it's still just, it's crazy. normal SPX pricing. Yeah. Let me look. Sheesh. Oh. Yeah, close to $20,000 to put on a single trade. Yeah, 20,000 bucks to put on my normal size, my normal position. Not happening. Yeah. Uh-huh. Don't do it, Santos. No, 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 no. Don't jump in this thing. Don't jump. And again, you can. It's your money. But once the trade has gone on for a while, and it has, $12. Yeah. Now, for anybody that bought puts at open, thinking that it was just going to drop all day, it is going to reverse just as hard, Rick. No question about that. And again, I'm looking for a 496.40. This is, um, I mean, it's a nice recovery today, folks. I mean, no question about that. Yeah, stay out. Definitely stay out, Cinder. Hey, good morning, by the way. Trend line here from pre-market. Is there a measure of that? You can look at level two. And if you have like a Bloomberg terminal, which none of us have Bloomberg terminal, costs you I think about 30 grand a year. You can see. I mean, but you can look at your level two and see what's going on. But again, folks, this level down here, this 482.96 that we tagged earlier, that was from January 31st last year, 2024. Sounds good, Miguel. Price is probably going to come down a little bit, maybe, perhaps. Don't know. My God, YouTube talks about machine trading. Yeah, it's algos, man. It's all algos. It is. It is. Man, that level that was strong. Hmm. And again, she's still running up, folks. Still running up. Institutional. Yeah, the big boys. The big boys just they program everything, and it's all automated. They still have traders. I mean, obviously, but yeah. And again, whew, pre-market high, 498.90, folks. 498.90. Mountain Man, what is happening? VIX options, indeed. God, look at this. Look at that volume on that first 30 minutes, folks. 22.79 million. Holy cow. Um, so 15. So on Friday, that's a massive candle, folks. That's just a massive volume candle. All right, watch this level, folks. Watch this level right again. Pre-market. This is a pre-market 30-minute zone, folks. And again, I'm going to show you that right here. There, I just showed the YouTube land. Here it is right here, folks. Let's see. Again, right in here. There it is. All right. Okay, now we're getting into what's called the fishtail, folks. The fishtail is the space between the 9 and the 20. Again, your 5 minute looks like this. So your 9 is still just a little bit on the flat side. 30 minute, again, I'm talking to YouTube. So, again, this is a fishtail. It's the space between the 9 and 20. Let's see where it closes right in here. Okay, so there's your 9 in the fishtail. Now your 9 becomes resistance. As long as we're below the 9, that is resistance. Watch for the recapture back to the upside. Recapture back to the upside. Again, you got a long way between your 9 and your 20 right now, folks. So let's see what we do from a retest standpoint. See if we punch back down. Again, you see that big wick on top. You got some selling pressure, obviously. Let's see if we're going to get some profit takers or short it back to the downside. Maybe. Again, at this point, if you are looking for puts, it needs to be like a test trade. And a test trade basically says, okay, I'm going to test this to see if we're going to make, continue pushing lower. But be prepared to take it off the table rather quickly. Only because we might be, are we done to the downside? I have no earthly idea. I have no way of knowing that. But again, after a run back to the downside, then upside, I mean, lots of movement both. All right, so that doji sitting there, folks. Which way we're going to go? Dominant after that run back to the downside is up so far. And again, watch that recapture back to the upside. Here we go. Again, on that particular fishtail, the 20 was just too far away, folks. No question about that. And again, there's your 5 minutes sitting on a doji on the 5 minute right now. There you go. All right, so there's your recapture back to the upside. Recapture the 9 back to the upside, folks. Let's see if we can get above that 9 yet again. And again, I'm going to stay on this video until this particular trade is over. 5 minute looks like that. There we go, folks. There it is. So we got that double cross. Actually, it's a golden cross back to the upside. Look at that. At about 9.50 on the 5 minute. Again, it's dangerous to trade in here, folks. You get whipsawed just a little bit, and it's a good way to get smushed. So again, I'm looking for something very, very specific that has not presented itself yet. I am looking for a double cross to the upside or downside, don't care which one, at a major level. We haven't had that yet. It's pretty close over here, but again, that's a $2 stick. That's too big, in my opinion. Maybe close to a $3 candle. And again, recapture back to the upside. Again, watch this pre-market level right, yeah, it's a pre-market 30-minute zone. Right here, it is, again, let's see if we can push above and use that as support, or we continue using it as resistance for right now, folks. And again, the only thing that was major about this level was the fact that it's a pre-market line. Other than that, it was nothing. Now, let's see. Okay, so we do have, what's that? S1. We have S1, and then we got P sitting way up here. 512. Could it happen today? Yep. And again, right at 497, folks, got that double top on the 1 minute, double top on the 1 minute at 497. Man, code, good job, my friend, good job. Well, I'm glad to have you back there, Mountain Man. Seriously, hope your vacation was, hopefully it was a lot of fun. I'm sure it was. And you guys took your bikes and did all the good stuff, I would imagine. Oh man, that is so awesome. That is so awesome. And again, folks, we got that bounce off that pre-market level 30-minute zone right in here, folks. Okay. Again, look at how your 9 is curling. The 9 is curling. Let's see if it's going to roll over for us. Get that 20 to push up just a smidge, just a little bit more, folks. Dominant from a dominant standpoint. We're trading down. Trading down. Now, on the day, you know, again, once we got out of that massive demand zone from the 31st of January, 2024, I mean, it pushed up, man. That is so good. We've had nothing but rain over here in the thriving metropolis of Jinx, Oklahoma, you know, for the past few days. All right, right at this support, folks, 494. Gosh, look at this, 494 through 497. That's some massive candles. Played better last week. I was getting too cocky. Your timing. That's all right, Code. You know, the market has a way of humbling us. There's no question about that, particularly if we don't follow our plan to the letter of the law. You know, that's why we got to have that written plan, folks. So Adrian, and again, Adrian, glad that you are here. Adrian and Andre. Welcome. Glad you're here. Hopefully we provide value. I mean, that's ultimately what we're trying to do here. And again, folks, looking for a close below basically 494. So 494. Watch out for the fake out breakout. Fake out breakout. So you see 493.72. You get that 20 pushing up. And again, we're curling over on the 9 just a smidgen. It is just a smidgen. We do have some thin volume down to about 491.83, 491.83. And again, we're going to use that pre-market high. Again, that's 96. Yep, it's just pushed up. There we go. Recapture. Again, nothing back to the downside as of yet, folks. Nothing back to the downside. Have not had a good, strong signal. Again, look at that candle. Look at that. 94.56. We're going to have a $4 candle right in here, folks. It is 10 minutes after 10 on the Eastern. Man, look at that. Holy cow. It's a $5 candle. That's a $5 candle right there, folks. That's a $6 candle. That's a $6 candle. Can we say 7? Can we get a? That's a $7 candle right there, guys. Yeah, that's a $7 candle. Yeah, that's a $7 candle. 94. That's almost an $8 candle, folks. $7.50 candle. Something happened, folks. Something happened. There's news. Let's see what it is. I'm gonna check in with the finance. Check in with the financial juice, folks. EU's trade chief, we are ready to discuss 0 for 0 tariffs, not only for cars, but for other industrial products. All right. We are not in a tit for tat for dollar retaliation, but we are considering all instruments on the table. All right. We have not seen engagement which would lead to a mutually acceptable solution. Not yet. We are ready to discuss with the U.S., but solutions need to be a mutual advantage. All right, go guys. There we go. That's it right there. Golly, 2 candles, 94. $15 worth of candles in 2 minutes, guys. And the gap is filled. Yeah, we filled the gap. Wow. That's greater than any FOMC day that I've ever seen, folks. 3.38 million shares on that one candle at 10:11, folks. That's madness. I mean, that's crazy. And again, don't chase it. Don't chase it. Don't chase it. Don't chase it. Wow. Yeah, this is crazy now. And 20 minutes later, yeah, check out the heat map. Let me do this. Golly. Wow. $20 in 4 minutes. Yeah. Yeah, so anybody that bought puts at open, just expecting it to drop all day, you got destroyed. That's massive volatility, guys. That is just, wow. VIX rejected nearly 60, perfect. IV is at 200. Oh my goodness, okay. IV is at 200. I'm showing about 150 right now, 160. Oh, that's SPX. Let me check SPY, see what SPY looks like. Sweet mother of God. Man, this is insane. But it is what it is. All right. Contracts are much more expensive than at open, folks. They're much, 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 much more expensive than at open. And again, let me look. Yeah, this is. Spreads. Let me check spreads real quick, folks. Spreads not bad. Spreads are not bad at all. Volatility. Okay, so, all right. I'm looking at SPY right now. I'm looking at SPY. Trump is saying to consider 90-day pause on tariffs except for China. You know why? Because there were 50 countries over the weekend that said, we're coming to the table. We are coming to the table because we don't want, we can't handle this. We're coming to the 50 countries said they're coming to the table. And again, we found support again from January of 2024. And let me see, 82. We're up $40, guys. We are up $40 from the low this morning. $40 in one day. 40 bucks in one day. Wow. So last week, whatever day it was the second. We had that after hours. So Trump got on after hours, and we had the biggest 4-hour candle that we had ever seen. Yeah. Send it to me, Delane. I'll put it in there. Send it to me. We had the largest 4-hour candle in the history of SPY. on the second. Let me show you this 4-hour candle now. I'm $40, folks. $40. Okay, there we go. All right, so from the bottom, 81.90 to the top, 23. We're 41 bucks, folks. $41 on a 4-hour candle. You kidding me? I mean, that's wow. And again, pull back. Don't chase. Don't chase. Don't chase. This is madness. Absolute madness. Trump is mulling a 90-day pause on tariffs aside from China. Again, guys, these countries are coming to the table. They're saying you can't, this will destroy us. All these tariffs will destroy us. So they're coming to the table. Again, look at that pullback. 2302. That's a $7 candle right there, guys. That's a $7 candle. It wasn't fast enough, Jason. You can't halt unless there's I think it's 5% or 7% over a short period of time. You know what the halt's for, too. You know why they halt. It's not to stabilize the market, in my opinion. It's not what it's about. I reset. I have a very, very cynical view of halts. I have a very cynical view of halts. And again, it's just my opinion. And I could be wrong. I'm okay with that. It's just an opinion. Hey, what's up, Drunko? To give the other side, to let the other big boys in on the play. That is my cynical view of why they do halts. Yep. $40. Are you kidding me? The art of the deal. Absolutely, Drunko. Absolutely. So what are the 401ks thinking now? It's up $40 in, let's see, 9:44 in 33 minutes, $40. Wow. Yes, especially that, Drunko. Especially that. It's a massive pullback now. 23, $13 in 3 minutes. $13. Whew. It's like it's a video game, folks. Yeah, nice trap. Nice try, Diddy. Oh, thank you. Mom, you got to look at this. It ran up $40. It hit that exact spot that I was telling you about this morning. Yeah. The exact spot. Okay. And then it just ran up $40 on news that Trump may pause tariffs.
Why is he going to do that?
Because people are coming to the table. 50 different countries have said they're coming to the table. So that's it. That's his deal. That's his deal
about negotiations.
It's all about negotiation. And everybody say hi to my mom. My mom's hanging out this morning. And you are on camera, by the way.
For crying out loud.
Yep. All right. What's up? Not about me. Good to see you. And I'm not in the basement, guys. This is my house. All right. Mom does not trade. No, Mom does not trade. Honduras believes another 48 that no one cares about. Yeah, well, that no one cares about. Oh my God, look at that. Is that a trap? Did they just set the trap? I mean, they could have. There you go. Do you think it's going to run back down $40 though? Short. Oh. That's funny, Code. That is funny. Technical said relief rally today. Yeah. Hey, you see that level down there? I called that level yesterday. That level 482.96, I called that level last night. The question, does my mom even care about what I just told her? No. Zero zippo. She asked me last night, or maybe this morning. I got back from the gym this morning, and yes, my mom lives with me. She has for 4 years. Technicals have not changed. She said, "Where did you get your where do you get your levels? You know, how do you do this?" And I said, "Well, technical analysis." And anyway, yeah. Again, running down, folks. But to answer the question, I don't know if she doesn't care. No, I mean, she's retired. She doesn't care. Not a care in the world. That is true. Oh, that Lionel, that is perfect. You get to meet my mom too, Lionel. You get to meet my mom. She will love that. See, I know. She sounded really enthusiastic. She was. I don't know. She knows that I love this stuff. So yeah, every reaction is overreaction. You did just say that, Dark Meat. I tell you what, man, she's almost 82. So if you want some, yeah, just yeah, golly, yeah, sexy. You guys are nuts. And again, watch it. Gosh, look at that VWAP. Look at this. We ran up 40 bucks, 22, and now we're down 13. We're down 13. Oh. Again, this is where people start chasing it. They start chasing it up here, and then they get absolutely smushed. Again, fortunes are made and fortunes are lost on a day like today. You all need to stop drinking the Kool-Aid. Yeah, it's Flavor Aid, man. Today is not the day. No. It's Flavor Aid. It's Flavor Aid. Do you remember that day? We're down 23. We are, Jada. Isn't that nuts? Flavor Aid. Do you guys remember that? Guyana? Jonestown? That's where they got that. Stop drinking the Kool-Aid. But they use Flavor Aid. That's the thing. They use Flavor Aid. I know. It doesn't sound as good. Hey, Seb, have a great day, my friend. Have a great day. This is madness. Oh, the morbid P Daddy fact of the day? Yes. I remember it very well. Out of buying power 1 for 1 green, absolutely not touching. All right, good for you, Kyle. By miracle, profit off the opening put. All right, good job, Jada. Good job. Good job. 830 for 1 SPY contract. Hey, Harp, have a great day, my friend. Have a great day. Again, this is crazy, but it is what it is, folks. Absolutely crazy. And again, I haven't seen anything that I want to trade. And again, that's just me, folks. That is just, now. Oh. Watch this yesterday's low. Do you guys see what I see? Do you guys see the setup that is potentially happening here? Do you guys see it? What do you guys see from potential? Ah, code. You're seeing it. You're seeing it. You're seeing it. I just got a message from Mr. Oxlong. A BBL. Hey, D-Dog, good morning. Mr. Oxlong just sent me a message, and he said he just made. How far out did Mr. Oxlong go on contracts? He just had a 40% play. How many spots out of the money? That's the question. How many spots out? You guys will not believe this, but how many spots out of the money? No, not even close. Not even close. Nope, still not close. 90 spots out of the money. 90 spots out of the money. Man, good job, MTB. You're 50 out. Wow. I mean, that's all right. So 90 spots out of the money. So we're going to look again, folks. Wow. Okay, so when I said a couple minutes ago what I was looking for a specific setup. I was looking for, and it's not happening. It didn't happen. I was looking for a double cross to the upside, which is going to use yesterday's low, open below the 9, close above the 20. So, but we didn't get that play. So again, nothing for me here as of yet, and that's okay. We will get plays. The question is, are we gonna? Yeah, it's bonkers. 90 spots. You bought some 6 months out. Man, Kyle, 50 spots out. 50 spots out of the money. Wow. What was your, phew, what was your delta? 0.005? Holy smokes. All right, let's see. Hey, good morning, Tito. Good morning, Tash. I see you guys. Look like a turtle looking up high. Hi, folks. Again, Market Madness technical savior asked from entering puts. Yes, yeah. It's the same thing for me. 30-minute chart. Yeah, 30-minute chart is insane. Look at that. Look at that. Wow. Yeah, there's your 30-minute, folks. You ever seen a 30-minute stick like that? Holy smokes. I think the answer is no. The answer is no. Okay, again, are we going up or are we going down? I have no earthly idea. I don't know. Okay, so what we're doing right now, folks, 503.65, let's pay attention to maybe a little bit higher. So 503, let's call 503.78. So 503.78 will represent a structure break to the upside. Yeah, watch out for IV Crush. IV Crush is a real thing. Okay, so again, we're looking for a structure break at 503.78. You can see it by looking, again, looking right at those candles at that level. It's going to be a fishtail play. And again, folks, not financial advice. So we're looking for a structure break back to the upside. A little bit more controlled in here is what we're looking for, folks. And again, a close over 503.78. That's what we're looking for. And then we'd be looking for a little bit of resistance at that 505.49. So this is, again, folks, what is considered to be this is a fishtail play. This is the space between the 9 and the 20. right in here. So again, all right, so the POC changed. When we get a POC change like that, folks, if we can stay, that becomes a major level. So above that, 50240, 50240. And again, no structure break as of yet. Structure break up here, 50378, 50378. But again, as long as we stay above that POC, which is just directly below us, down here at 50240. Gosh, it's $1.30 from here to here, folks. That's $1.30. This is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. Again, looking for a structure break, 503.72, 503.72 somewhere in here. And again, that's going to give us a fishtail play back to the upside, fishtail play back to the upside. And again, we're going to watch out for yesterday's low too. This is a big candle. These are all massive candles, folks. Don't get IV crushed. That is where implied volatility starts going down. Okay, now, again, look at that candle right there, folks. You got that selling pressure. You got that big selling wick. Candles tell the story, folks. The candles tell the story. Again, we're looking for a structure break to the upside. Did not happen. Now the question is, okay, what's our next play? If we are looking for one, 490 puts, 11 bottomed out at 60. This is insane. That's crazy, Rick. Absolutely crazy. Again, looking at that same low, 503.70-ish. 503.70, and you got the POC directly below you. Now at this point, folks, if we can recapture that 9 back to the downside, it's a play back to the downside. There's nothing, in my opinion, back to the upside as of yet, unless you're trying to catch the, quick scalp, maybe something directly off of VWAP. Again, reject right out of that area in the fishtail, recapture that 9 back to the downside. And again, we're going to watch VWAP for support. Watch VWAP for support. All right, there it goes. All right, so right to that level, pre-market high, folks. Could go either way at this point, literally. So we're going to pay attention to this level. And again, we got that recapture and we're getting through, folks. We're getting through. And again, watch this. This is a 30-minute zone right here, guys. This is what it is right here. All right, here we go. All right, so we got some thin volume down here, folks. 494.53, 494.53. And again, still madness. Got to break POC. Yeah, it did. $5 candle. 99. Sheesh. Yeah, I mean, these are insane candles, folks. This is crazy. If you're playing this right now, folks, it's really, really easy to get smashed. So, yeah. Hey, Tony, just saying what's happening. CG Barry, what's happening? 161% implied volatility. Yeah. This is the craziest. I've never seen price action like this either, folks. I mean, this is madness. So, yeah. Drunko just said this is an orange swan event. Yeah, I think this is it's something, man. I don't know what it is, but it is absolutely something. An orange swan event. That's hilarious. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, so that's funny. Um, yeah, and again, this is just madness in the market, folks. Uh, the cool thing about a day like today, folks, is it's just the wild. I don't know that the market has ever seen. I mean, we've had crashes before, but you know, you get a run, a $40 run inside. Well, I mean, it really started about 10:10, and by 10:17, I mean, it ran off the bottom. It was big, but a $40 run in 30 minutes, 35 minutes. That's insane. Tariff pause is fake news. This kind of action is almost criminal. Yeah, so they're saying the tariff pause is fake news. So, if in fact the tariff pause is fake news, you know what happens. You know what happens? We go right back down. I mean, wow. Mm. Fake news. I'm going to check in with the financial juice, folks. Yeah, so I'm seeing a Trump rapid response X handle. White House senior advisor Hassett did not say this. Yeah, I'm seeing that on the financial juice right now, folks. She's coming right back down. She's coming right back down. Drunko, I love that, man. I love that. That is awesome. Wow. Had the craziest thing happen. I tried to place a trade earlier, didn't take. Thought I canceled 10 minutes ahead. Oh no. It is a thing. I agree. So it filled you on the other way, man. You got to be very very careful. Careful if you're limiting into your trades. and you don't get a fill, don't forget to cancel out that trade, to close that, before it gets filled, because generally they get filled when it's going the opposite direction. It comes back and it picks you up, and then it makes you a big loser. Bill Ackman. So CG, so that was that $1,500 on the good side for you? Bill Ackman suggested, okay, I got your code. I got you. Okay, good, good. Bill Ackman is having a meltdown. That is awesome. Yeah. Yeah, that is just awesome. All right. He does. Yeah, no question. No question. He absolutely does. Yeah, that's just crazy. All right, CG. I don't blame you, man. That's a good day. That's a really good day, my friend. Um, I'm glad it turned out the way that it did for you and not the other way. Keep your eye on 493.94, 493.94, 493.94. So 93.94. Yeah, so that was a good pre-market level. It was a really, really nice pre-market level, 93.94. And now she's running up. And again, if there was something here that I felt confident in trading, folks, I would say so. 100%, 100%, Drunko. Hard to believe. Just remember that every market reaction, generally speaking, every market reaction is an overreaction. So yeah. And if you know who said that, you're awesome. Every market reaction is an overreaction. I mean, it's pretty much true. You get some news that comes out. You heard what Ackman said when was it, yesterday? He's talking about, I just figured out why Howard Lutnick is indifferent to the stock market and the economy. He and Cantor are long bonds. He profits when our economy implodes. It's a bad idea to pick a Secretary of Commerce whose firm is leveraged long fixed income. I mean, it's the bond market, fixed income bonds. All right, so watch your setup right in here, folks. Watch your setup right in here. That's true, Code. That is absolutely true. Okay, I'm getting ready to stop the stream on YouTube, folks. Hey, thanks everybody for checking it out this morning. Only going to stop it because, yeah, because I'm ready to stop it. We'll do another day this week, folks. But anyway, hey, thanks everybody for joining us this morning on the live. And if you're watching this after, after everything is done, check it out. If you guys know the thing. If you are interested in live daily trading, where we do this every single day, folks, every single day, head on over to a live trading Discord. It is down. The link for that is down below, folks. It is called what do you think it's called? It's called 920 Trading. The link for that is down below. And again, we do this all day long, every single day. And again, folks, it's crazy, the movement today, but nothing here for me. But anyway, hey, I hope everybody has a great rest of the day. We're going to do this again soon. But until next time, folks, have a great day. Follow your plan, and I will see you in the markets.